Hello, everybody. Hello for grade 12 students, all grade 12 students, and especially for grade 12 A and B. So today we are going to continue new chapter, chapter 10, writing official letters. Unit 1, as if by magic. Okay, as if by magic. And you can open your book on page 56 and 57. Our lesson will learn about we are going to learn about statement with as if. This is a condition. Okay. Okay, unit one. You can look at part A together. The part A talk about the pictures and read statements. Listen to story. Fill in gaps. One or more words. Listen to story again. Check your answers. Okay, now you can look at vocabulary and read together. A vocabulary: article, article, director, director, discuss, discuss, inform, inform, invitation, invitation, officer, officer, rolling, rolling. Okay, sorry, let me okay, article, director, discuss, inform, invitation, officer, and rolling. Okay, you look at the picture, everyone. Okay, what can you see in the picture? Where is it? Do you think? And what is the person? Okay, look at this picture. And what is the person holding? And what is he thinking about? Do you think? Okay, look at the picture. Okay, what can you see in the picture? In the picture, we can see the building. Okay, we can see the people walk the pedestrian. They walk on the pedestrian or the pavement. And the man here, okay, holding a document, okay, holding a lot of document file, okay, file document. Okay, this is he imagine. What is he thinking about? He is thinking about winning, about winning the prize for something. He's imagine for winning or for meeting, okay, for meeting the director or for meeting someone who is uh, the director or the boss. Okay. He's imagine, okay, something he will get or he will win. Okay, now we want to look at we have six statement with gaps. Okay. Six statement with gap, and you can read and complete it. Try to complete it if you can, and if you cannot, you can listen. But listen to the text. But this lesson I do not make you the listening, but I can copy the listening text for you to read with me together. And now this is the sentence to fill in the gap. Peter hasn't been to his uncle's favorite Corsica, although has been to we have to get for completing. To a lie had put an in the newspaper, which Peter reading was reading. Can I see? As if by magic, was on of no, was one of the 10. The 10 what? Okay, number 3 we have 2 gap as well. Number 4, applicant had to write about they would prefer to visit what they would like to write about, and okay, what. Okay, so number 4 we have 3 points to 3 gap to complete. Why they should be chosen. Number 5, if Peter is successful, he will be given and paid $100 for any articles he writes for the adventure holiday. Okay, so we have 2 gap for number 5. Number 6 we have 3 gap here. Peter didn't feel sure about his to write to the director. Okay, so now what you complete in number 1. Peter hasn't been to his uncle favorite. Okay, if you cannot complete this all, okay, all of this, you can read the text together. Okay, this is the listening text, yeah, but I copy for you, okay, to read with me together. Do you remember reading about the favorite island, Corsica, in English for Cambodia book 5? With the favorite island in book 5 for grade 11. Yeah? You may also remember that Peter, that's new nephew, used to go to France to pick grapes during his holiday from university. Although he has been to France, he's never been to Corsica, although Uncle Ted has often often what maybe wrong this word, yeah? Often. Let me check it. Corsica, although that has often told him about it, oh sorry, told him about it. Okay, Uncle Ted has often told him about it. Now he's thinking of going there during his summer holidays. If he had the opportunity to earn enough money, he could fly straight there, and he wouldn't have to spend all his time picking grapes. Okay, paragraph 1 and paragraph 2. Applicants were invited to write the company director information about the place that he prefer, which which aspect they would like to write about, and explain why they should be selected. The third, applicants would be invited for interview, out of which 10 would be selected. Successful applicants would be given a free return air tickets and $100 for each article of roughly 1,000 words written and published in company travel magazine Adventure Holidays. Okay, for paragraph 2 here. Peter was reading the newspaper when he saw an interview adventure in Earthly. So an interesting adventure had been put in the newspaper by a light travel company, and was an invitation to write about one of 10 holiday destinations. As if by magic, Corsica was one of them. Peter immediately phoned Uncle that told him about the advertisement and arranged to discuss it with him that evening. He then went round to his local library and found a couple of books about Corsica. As he, okay, sorry, here small letter. As he walked, or we can full stop with the right to stop. Okay, as he walked round to that house later that evening, he felt nervous as he wondered how he was going to write the letter to the company director. He knows that he couldn't write the letter as if he were writing to his sister Lucy or to friends. That wouldn't be appropriate. This letter would have to be the formal one, but previously Peter had hardly written any formal letter and didn't have much confidence in his ability to write one now. It certainly wouldn't be easy, especially as he would be competing against many others. Fortunately, however, he had his capable uncle and Anne Marie to help him. Okay, everyone, we can turn back the, to the paragraph, the first paragraph, the second paragraph, and we need to read and translate together. Okay, when we after reading and translate, after reading and translating, okay, we can move to complete the gap together again. Okay. Do you remember reading about that favorite island, Corsica, in English for Cambodia Book 5 okay, in Grade 11? តែអ្នកនៅចាំបានទេដែលបានអានអំពីកោះដែលជាទីពេញចិត្តរបស់ទឹកកោះកូស៊ីការបស់ដែលជាទីកោះពេញចិត្តរបស់ទឹកនៅក្នុងមេរៀនអង់គ្លេសសម្រាប់កម្ពុជា Book 5 នេះសៀវភៅទី5ដាក់ទី11ហ្នឹងអូខេតែអ្នកដែលចាំទេគឺទឹក Favorite Island okay, it's Unit 3 okay. It's Unit 3 Book 5 Unit 3 okay. The Favorite Island on page 48 okay. Yeah, on page 48 okay. Unit 3 okay, in grade 11 okay. Book 5 grade 11 chapter 8 favorites okay. Chapter 8 favorite and Unit 3 the Favorite Island. You may also remember that Peter, that nephew, used to go to France to pick crabs during his holidays from university. អ្នកបានចាំថា Peter ដែលជាក្មួយប្រុសរបស់ទឹកបានធ្លាប់ទៅប្រទេសបារាំងដើម្បីបេះផ្លែត្រពាំងបញ្ជូរនៅកំឡុងពេលដើរវិស្វកម្មនៅសាកលវិទ្យាល័យ Although he's been to France ទោះបីជាគាត់ទៅប្រទេសបារាំង he never been to Corsica គាត់ក៏មិនដែលបានទៅកោះកូស៊ីកាដែរ although unquoted has often told him about it ទោះបីថាលោកមាទឹកតែងតែប្រាប់គាត់អំពីវាក៏ដោយ now he's thinking of going there during his summer holiday ហើយឥឡូវនេះគាត់គិតថានឹងទៅទីនោះកំឡុងពេលវិស្វកររដូវក្តៅនេះរដូវក្តៅ if he had the opportunity to earn enough money he could fly straight there ប្រសិនបើគាត់អាចមានឱកាសរកលុយបានគ្រប់គាត់ could fly គាត់នឹងជិះយន្តហោះ straight there ជិះយន្តហោះជើងហោះហើរត្រង់ទៅកាន់កោះនោះតែម្ដង and he wouldn't have to spend all his time picking crabs ហើយគាត់នឹងមិនចំណាយពេលវិស្វកម្មទាំងអស់នោះបេះផ្លែត្រពាំងបាយជូរទៀតទេគាត់ដើរលេងម្ដង applicants were applicants were invited to write the company director information about the place that they prefer. Khiអ្នកដាក់ពាក្យបេក្ខជនទាំងអស់នឹងត្រូវបានអញ្ជើញឲ្យណែនាំឲ្យសរសេរទៅកាន់អគ្គនាយកក្រុមហ៊ុនគេតែព័ត៌មានស្ដីអំពីទីកន្លែងដែលពួកគេពេញចិត្ត which aspect they would like to write about and explain why they should be selected នឹងដែលព័ត៌មាននោះស្ដីអំពីទីកន្លែងដែលពួកគេចូលចិត្តដែលពួកគេចូលចិត្តទៅហើយនឹងទេសភាពតែពួកគេចង់សរសេរហើយនឹងបញ្យល់ថាហេតុអ្វីបានជាពួកគេជ្រើសរើសយកប្រធានបទមួយនោះ third applicants គេបេក្ខជនទី3 would be invited for interview អ្នកទី3គេបេក្ខជនទៅវិញមិនបេក្ខជនទី3ទេ third 30 applicants no not thirdly 30 applicants would be invited for interview បេក្ខជនចំនួន30នាក់នឹងត្រូវបានឲ្យចូលរួមសម្ភាសន៍ out of which 10 would be selected គេ out of which 10ហ្នឹងមានតែម្នាក់ឬគេមានតែជ្រើសរើសម្នាក់ក្នុងចំណោម10នាក់ជ្រើសរើសចេញក្នុងចំណោម10នាក់គេក្នុងចំណោម10នាក់ត្រូវបានគេជ្រើសរើសតែម្នាក់អីហ្នឹងទៅ successful applicant would be given a free return air ticket and $100 for each article of roughly 1,000 words written and published in company travel magazine adventure holiday នឹងគេ out of which 10ហ្នឹងមាន would be selected មានក្នុងចំណោមគេមានក្នុងចំណោម10នាក់ត្រូវបានគេជ្រើសរើសចេញតែម្នាក់ successful applicant would be given a free return air ticket បេក្ខជនដែលទទួលបានជោគជ័យនឹងត្រូវបានគេផ្ដល់យន្តហោះឥតគិតថ្លៃផ្ដល់សម្បត្តិយន្តហោះឥតគិតថ្លៃនិងប្រាក់$100សម្រាប់អត្ថបទគេ1000ពាក្យ ruling មានទេនេះតែពាក្យ ruling ហ្នឹងគឺរដាប់ប៉ុន្តែទាំងស្រុងទេអត្ថបទសម្រាប់ for each article of roughly 1,000 words សម្រាប់អត្ថបទដែលមាន1000ពាក្យ written and published ត្រូវបានសរសេរឡើងនិងបោះពុម្ពនៅក្នុងcompany travel agents adventure holiday នៅក្នុងក្រុមហ៊ុនទស្សនវិស័យធ្វើដំណើរមួយគឺថា adventure holiday គេ the last one the last paragraph here Peter was reading the newspaper when he saw an interesting advertisement Peter បានកំពុងតែអានកាសែតនៅពេលនោះគាត់ក៏បានឃើញការចុះផ្សាយពាណិជ្ជកម្មដ៏គួរឲ្យចាប់អារម្មណ៍ He had been put in it had been put in the newspaper by a light travel company and was an invitation to write about one of 10 holiday destinations គេ sorry កន្លែងនេះភាសាកុំព្យូទ័រគ្រូវាបែកអេក្រង់វាឃើញ it had been វាត្រូវបានគេដាក់ទៅចុះផ្សាយនៅក្នុងទស្សនាវដ្តី by a large travel company by ក្រុមហ៊ុនធ្វើដំណើរដ៏ធំមួយ and was an invitation ហើយនឹងគឺជាការអញ្ជើញមួយដើម្បីឲ្យសរសេរគឺជាការណែនាំមួយឲ្យសរសេរ to write about one of 10 holiday destination បានគេអនុញ្ញាតឲ្យសរសេរអំពីគោលដៅវិសមការមួយក្នុងចំណោមគោលដៅ10អញ្ចឹងយកមួយមកសរសេរក្នុងចំណោម10កន្លែង as if by magic Corsica was one of them បើសិនជាអាចគេក៏កោះ Corsica គឺជាទិសដៅវិសមការមួយក្នុងចំណោមពួកគេនោះ Peter immediately phoned Uncle Ted told him about the advertisement and arranged to discuss it with him that evening Peter ភ្លាមៗនោះបានទូរស័ព្ទទៅលោកពុកមារបស់គាត់មួយទឹកហើយប្រាប់គាត់អំពីការផ្សាយពាណិជ្ជកម្មមួយហើយនឹងមានគម្រោងដើម្បីពិភាក្សាអំពីការផ្សាយពាណិជ្ជកម្មនោះជាមួយនឹងគាត់ that evening នៅល្ងាចនោះ He then went around to his local library and found a couple of books about Corsica. As he walked round to that house later that evening, he felt nervous as he wondered how he was going to write the letter to the company director. បន្ទាប់មកគាត់ក៏បានធ្វើដំណើរទៅរកមើលអ្វីៗនៅក្នុងបណ្ណាគារ walk went round to library ដើរទៅមើលក៏ធ្វើដំណើរទៅកាន់បណ្ណាល័យ and found a couples of books ហើយក៏បានរកឃើញសៀវភៅប្រមាណក្បាល about Corsica ស្ដីអំពីនិយាយអំពីកោះ Corsica. As he walked round to that house later that evening ខណៈពេលដែលគាត់គេធ្វើដំណើរសម្ដៅទៅផ្ទះរបស់ឪពុកមាទឹកនៅល្ងាចនោះក្រោយមក He felt nervous. He wondered how he was going to write the letter to the company director. គាត់មានអារម្មណ៍ដូចជាព្រួយបារម្ភនៅខណៈពេលដែលគាត់ឆ្ងល់ថាតើគាត់គួរតែនឹងសរសេរសម្បត្តិទៅកាន់នាយកក្រុមហ៊ុននោះដោយរបៀបម៉េចគេគាត់ធ្លាប់តែសរសេរទៅឲ្យមិត្តភក្តិបងប្អូនអញ្ចឹងគាត់សរសេរទៅឲ្យអគ្គនាយកក្រុមហ៊ុនគួរសេមិនទៅ in the formal letter. He knows that he wouldn't write the letter as if he were writing to his sister Lucy or to friends. គាត់ដឹងថាគាត់មិនអាចសរសេរសម្បត្តិនេះហើយដូចជាគាត់កំពុងតែសរសេរទៅកាន់បងប្អូនស្រីឬក៏ទៅកាន់បងស្រីរបស់គាត់ Lucy ឬក៏ទៅកាន់មិត្តភក្តិនោះទេចឹងគាត់មិនអាចសរសេរសម្បត្តិមួយហ្នឹងហើយដូចជាសម្បត្តិដែលគាត់សរសេរទៅកាន់បងស្រីគាត់និងមិត្តភក្តិគាត់នោះទេចឹងវាគួរតែខុសប្លែកពីសម្បត្តិដែលគាត់សរសេរទៅឲ្យបងស្រី That would be appropriate នោះគឺជាលក្ខណៈ That wouldn't be appropriate គេបើសរសេរដូច្នេះគឺមិនសមរម្យទេ appropriate. This letter would have to be the formal one. But previously Peter had hardly written any formal letters and didn't have much confidence in his ability to write one now. សម្បត្តិនេះគឺគួរតែជាសម្បត្តិផ្លូវការប៉ុន្តែកាលពីមុន Peter គឺមានការពិបាកក្នុងការសរសេរសម្បត្តិផ្លូវការនេះហើយគាត់ក៏មិនបានមានទំនុកចិត្តនៅក្នុងសមត្ថភាពសរសេររបស់គាត់មួយនេះដែរ He might confident in his ability to write one now កាលពីមុនគាត់ក៏មិនមានគាត់ពិបាកក្នុងការសរសេរសម្បត្តិផ្លូវការហើយក៏មិនមានទំនុកចិត្ត confident ក៏មិនមានទំនុកចិត្តច្រើននៅក្នុងលទ្ធភាពរបស់គាត់ដើម្បីក៏ក្នុងសមត្ថភាពរបស់គាត់ដើម្បីសរសេរសម្បត្តិមួយនេះទេ It certainly wouldn't be easy វាពិតណាស់គឺមិនស្រួលទេ especially as he would be competing against any others តែពិតទៅគឺវាមិនងាយស្រួលទេជាពិសេសគឺគាត់គួរតែមានការប្រកួតប្រជែងជាមួយអ្នកដទៃផងជាពិសេសគឺគាត់ពេលដែលគាត់ប្រកួតប្រជែងសម្បត្តិហ្នឹងជាមួយអ្នកដទៃទៀតអញ្ចឹងសម្បត្តិហ្នឹងវាមិនត្រឹមតែជាសម្បត្តិ formal letter ទេ formal one ទេ and it is competing with again any other writer. Fortunately, however, he had his couple uncle Ted and Aunt Marie to help him. ជាសំណាងល្អទោះជាយ៉ាងណាគាត់ក៏មានគេលទ្ធភាពដែលអាចឲ្យពុកមាទឹកហើយនឹងម៉ារីហ្នឹងដើម្បីជួយគាត់ គាត់នឹងមានលទ្ធភាពមួយដែលអាចតែជាសំណាងល្អគាត់គឺយ៉ាងណាគាត់ក៏មានឪពុកមានិងម្ដាយមីងដើម្បីជួយគាត់ Everyone, now let's go to complete the text together. Okay. Complete the gap together again before in front of the reading text. So now Peter hasn't been to his uncle's favorite Corsica, although he had been to. Okay, what you complete everyone? Okay, look at the answer one. Peter hasn't been to his uncle's favorite island Corsica, although he has been to France. Okay, favorite of course favorite island Corsica ទេនៅនេះចឹង Peter ក៏មិនបានទៅកោះកោះ Corsica ដែលជាទីពេញចិត្តរបស់ឪពុកនាងគាត់ទេ although he has been to France បើទោះបីជាគាត់នឹងបានទៅប្រទេសបារាំងហើយក៏ដោយគាត់ក៏មិនបានទៅកោះ Corsica ដែរ because he was busy to pick up grapes ព្រោះគាត់ជាប់រវល់ទៅបេះផ្លែទំពាំងបាយជូរនៅទីនោះ a lie ... had put an in the newspaper which Peter was reading. Which word? Okay, what word you can complete it? A lie what again? A lie travel company. Okay. A lie travel company had been put an advertisement in the newspaper which Peter was reading. Okay. ចឹងក្រុមហ៊ុនធ្វើដំណើរធំមួយបានចុះផ្សាយពាណិជ្ជកម្មក្នុងកាសែតដែល Peter បានអាន 3. As if by magic ហើយដូចជាវេទមន្ត was one of the 10 what is answer Corsica was one of the 10 holiday destination ដូចជាសំណាងមួយដែរហើយដូចជាសំណាងមួយដែរដូចជាវេទមន្តមួយដែរដែលកោះ Corsica ដែលគាត់ទៅលេងហ្នឹងគឺក្នុងចំណោម10ក្នុងចំណោមកន្លែងធ្វើដំណើរដើរលេង10ដែលត្រូវសរសេរ 4. Applicant had to write about ... they would prefer to visit and what ... they would like to write about and why they should be chosen. Okay, number 4. Applicant had to write about which place or holiday or destination they would prefer to visit. What destination or what aspect of what destination or what aspect they would like to write about and reason why they should be chosen. Okay, here you can choose which holiday or which destination. Okay, here you can use aspect. Okay, here you can use reason. ចឹងបេក្ខជនត្រូវសរសេរអំពីគោលដៅធ្វើដំណើរដែលពួកគេពេញចិត្តទៅមើលហើយនឹងទេសភាពដែលពួកគេចង់សរសេរអំពីវាហើយនឹងហេតុផលដែលពួកគេជ្រើសរើសថាហេតុអ្វីបានត្រូវសរសេរអំពីវា 5. If Peter is successful, he will be given and $100 for articles he writes for adventure holiday. Okay, what is given a free return air ticket sorry return If Peter is successful, he will be given a free return air ticket and paid $100 for any article he writes for adventure holiday magazine. What magazine? បើសិនបើ Peter ជោគជ័យគាត់នឹងត្រូវបានគេផ្ដល់សម្បត្តិយន្តហោះឥតគិតថ្លៃនិងទៅមកឥតគិតថ្លៃហើយនឹងចំណេញលុយ$100សម្រាប់អត្ថបទដែលគាត់សរសេរអំពីទស្សនាវដ្តី Adventure Holiday. The last one, Peter didn't feel sure about his dot to write the dot to the director. Okay, the last one, Peter didn't feel sure about his ability his ability to write an official or to write a formal letter, the official letter to the company director. Okay, here you can complete ability, then here you can write an formal or a formal letter. An official or a formal letter. You can write an official letter or a formal letter to the company director. Check Peter មិនច្បាស់អំពីថាថាគាត់មានលទ្ធភាពដើម្បីនឹងសរសេរអំពីសម្បត្តិផ្លូវការទៅកាន់នាយកក្រុមហ៊ុនដែរឬទេ Okay everyone, thank you very much for watching this video lesson. Okay, we can break for this part and continue for section B and C next hour. Goodbye and good